Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Tonight from Tropicana Field, it is Game 2. The Rays and the Orioles coming off the 16-6 win for the Rays in the opener last night. With Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats, great to have you aboard. Ryan Bass will be joining us throughout the evening as well. Yandy Diaz continues to swing a hot bat, BA. When you try to break him down, last night 4 hits, 4 runs batted in, more of the same.
Yeah, the average up over 300 once again. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, and you're right. 4 hits last night, a couple of doubles, 4 driven in. It's because his game plan, he doesn't deviate from it, and he stays through the middle of the field. By doing that, you hang a breaking ball, something soft, he's going to pull it for power. You stay through the middle of the field with the hard stuff, he's going to take it through the middle of the field. Then when you try to go away, he will shoot you the other way. Yandy Diaz has a tried and true approach, and he has been absolutely outstanding with that, really since he has come to the Rays. You see how flat his swing is. He keeps it flat, keeps it in the zone a long time to try to square up that baseball. You see, for the most part, he lets it get a little bit deeper. That's why he's able to stay through the middle of the field and hit the ball the other way. A very flat attack angle, and that's why so many hard-hit line drives, ground balls through the middle the other way. That's why his average year in and year out is 300 plus. He is just so consistent with his swing. Look how deep he lets this ball get, and he gets underneath it a little bit. Guess what? Gonna create a little backspin, and look at that ball go. That ball down and away, and he's able to get underneath it. Shows you how strong he is. Usually that's a hard liner the other way. He got a little bit underneath it, created that backspin, but that's what Yandy Diaz has done since he has become a Ray. He has been the most consistent hitter in this lineup.
And a quick peek at the pitchers. Griffin Jacks, 15 appearances under his belt, 4 starts in transition to the starting rotation. Kyle Bradish, 2-5 on the hill for Baltimore. Rays Baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. By Rooms to Go, where you get great furniture prices and delivery is fast and easy. And by Chili's Big Crispy 3 for Me, the best $10.99 you can eat. The Rays and the Orioles go at it tonight. The Rays continue their roll, leading the American League East by 3 full games.
Personal.
The American League East is stacked with star power at first base. And tonight at the Trop, 2 of the very best take center stage. For Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda is turning a breakout season into full-blown stardom. An all-star a year ago, and now one of the most dangerous run producers in the game. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, the Orioles made an off-season power move, bringing in Pete Alonso, a game-changing bat built for big moments. Tonight, 2 big bats, 1 spotlight. The Orioles and Rays clash in Game 2 from St. Pete. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. The Rays continue to roll, coming in 31-15. Let's check in with Ryan Bass.
Well, Dwayne, Taylor Walls has always been able to save you runs with the glove, but right now he is creating runs with his bat, and you can see the confidence every time he steps up to the plate. He is riding a career-high 7-game hitting streak right now, and he told me the biggest difference has actually been backing off, not trying to force results, saying it seems to get worse the harder I try. That relaxed version of Taylor Walls, it's playing out right now. The swings, the swagger, the confidence, the chemistry, the defense is always played, but Dwayne, the offense is starting to show up too, and it has made quite the difference for this lineup.
Yeah, you put the offense he is showing right now with that superlative defensive work. he takes to the field day in and day out, he is even more valuable. Well, let's take a look here with Griffin Jacks on the hill, and here is the lineup he will face. Brought to you by Orlando Health. Taylor Ward leads it off, and Gunnar Henderson to follow. Rutschman DHing tonight, hitting third. Pete Alonso there in the cleanup spot in front of Samuel Basayo. Leody Taveras, switch hitting center fielder. Jackson Holiday in the lineup at second base. Mayo and Cowser will round it out for Baltimore.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays is going to be right-hander Griffin Jacks, our Toyota trend. Let's take a look at the difference in the numbers as he transitions into that starting rotation. 4 starts so far, and you see the ERA. He's given up 2 earned runs in 14 innings of work. The whip, you can work with that if you're good with runners in scoring position. He's kept the ball in the yard. Just an outstanding job by Jacks. And last time out was able to get through 5 innings. Now, did it in 66 pitches. So his limit tonight probably in that 75 to 80 range. We'll see where that takes him, but certainly building up that stamina, getting those innings under his belt.
And the first man he will face, Taylor Ward, comes in hitting 262 in that leadoff spot. And the first pitch of this game is 96 with that fastball up and out of the zone. And there is the complete list of pitches you potentially could see from Griffin Jacks.
Well, and the thing is, those numbers have changed.
High fly ball back into left. That's going to send Simpson to the wall, and that's going to get out of here. So on pitch number 2, Ward hits one out, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Fourth home run given up by Griffin Jacks now.
Well,
just over 23 innings.
First as a starter, and listen, Taylor Ward is a smart hitter, and he understands that Griffin Jacks wants to pound the zone, ball 1, and so he's going to come back into that zone more than likely with the heater. He was waiting on it, and he did not miss.
Gunnar Henderson starts the night at 210. 385 the distance on that drive to left, and the home run for Taylor Ward. Cut and miss there. 1-1.
Well, the one thing that we have seen with his mix, we've seen the 2-seamer stay about the same. The 4-seamer usage has gone way up. Sweeper, he still uses that a ton, and that's kind of what you would figure as a starting pitcher, as you try to establish your stuff to both sides of the plate, that the fastball usage would go up, and it has. He's also using the cutter now as a starter to try to cut that in on the hands of these left-handed hitters.
And a cut and miss. That takes care of Henderson.
Well, this is what we're talking about when you look at his mix, and there's been some noticeable changes, which you figured right here. Number 1, as a starter, that you knew that was going to go up, and you see the sweeper has gone down. Still an effective pitch for him, but right here, this cutter too, he's added another little wrinkle into his game. So not only is he transitioning from the bullpen into the starting rotation, but he's also changing his mix out on the mound. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. You're asking an awful lot from a guy, which is why you need the buy-in for it to succeed, and Griffin is all in.
Rutschman at 276, and he has 7 home runs, takes ball 2. Ward with the home run. Henderson the strikeout, now a 2-0 count to Rutschman, and he's out in front there, ahead in the count, and that off speed effective there. And
yeah, it is, and I'd love to see it come down another couple miles an hour. You know, his fastball's at 97. We've seen the 2 changeups tonight at 92, 93.
Yep.
That's almost a BP fastball. That's almost not really even a changeup yet. You'd love to see it 89, 90. I mean, is that asking too much to give you just that more separation?
That's a little looper going to drop in there into left in front of Simpson. So Rutschman is aboard.
Well, let's take a look at that Rays defense, and joining Chandler Simpson out there in that outfield is going to be Cedric Mullins and Johnny DeLuca. Infield third and first, Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda, with Hunter Fiducia getting the call behind the dish.
Alonso takes it down. A ball, no strikes. Alonso had a 3-hit night last night and a couple runs batted in. Takes this one inside off the plate. Ground ball, shortstop. Walls to second one. Palacios to first. And the Rays get the double play. 6-4-3. And the damage limited to the leadoff home run. When we come back, it will be Chandler Simpson leading off. Quick look at the lineup brought to you by Orlando Health. The Rays with Chandler Simpson leading off. Junior Caminero next, and then Jonathan Aranda. Yandy Diaz, the DH, followed by Richie Palacios, Johnny DeLuca, Cedric Mullins, Hunter Fiducia, and Taylor Walls. All set. Bottom of inning one coming. Bradish out there on the hill, and the first pitch is up and away.
Well, you just took a look at the season numbers, 2-5 with a 421, coming off of his best start of the season last time out against the Yankees. 6 shutout innings, 1 hit, did walk 3 but struck out 7.
And that one tracks a strike.
Well, the 2-seam, 4-seam fastball I find really interesting, because both of those pitches, the 2-seamer has no more depth than the 4-seamer. They stay on the same plane, but they're about 13.5 inches away from each other horizontally. So same plane with that fastball. It's just one ends up about a little over a foot away from the other. There's no difference in depth.
And close to the same velocity.
Yeah, absolutely, and you kind of expect that, but you expect the 2-seamer to have more depth, and it doesn't. It's on a flat plane, just about a foot and some change away from the 4-seamer, or vice versa.
Simpson reaching for that, fouled it back, staying alive up there.
What was the famous Yogi Berra quote? There would drop the vice versa. He's got a lot of them.
And you wonder about you wonder about Yogi's vernacular and Simpson's ability to get a piece of that little one fouled. He's out on strikes here.
That's the big swing and miss pitch, by the way, from Bradish, that curveball. Let's take a look at that Oriole defense, and in the outfield left to right we've got Taylor Ward, Leody Tavares, and Colton Cowser. Infield third to first, Kobe Mayo, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holliday, he's back and in the starting lineup. Pete Alonso, of course, from Plant High. And then we've got Samuel Basayo back behind the plate.
Junior Caminero will take a look at that one off the plate, down and away. Strike.
Yeah, and I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you. There's nothing funky about his arm angle, anything like that. But how you can keep a 4-seam and a 2-seam on the same plane, you don't see that very often. At least as far as vertical movement.
And that's a strike.
He challenged that?
He's going to challenge it.
That's a loss, unfortunately.
There it is, ABS, powered by T-Mobile.
Confirmed. Tampa has 1 challenge remaining.
Pretty confirmable right there.
You may take away the privileges for a game or two. You know what? Not until this weekend, Junior. The look says it all.
It did. Little eye movement in there, a little twitch of the eye. And it's 2-2 now. Well, just now the 2-2, and he's reaching and missed the slider there out on strikes.
Well, how about that slider? You want to talk about movement right to left and a sweeper. How does this not get called a sweeper? Look how much room. I mean, he starts that on the inner half and runs it off, way off. You can't reach it.
No, you couldn't reach that with an extendo bat.
No.
I mean, man, that just kept going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, between the curveball and that slider.
The Ronda sending one with some slice to it, and that's a foul ball in front of the short wall beyond the bullpen mound. Strike one.
You know, he's throwing his best baseball right now. The last two starts, we talked about 6 shutout against the Yankees, 7 innings in the start before that. He's only gone 6 or more innings 3 times, and 2 of them have been his last 2.
Upstairs, 1-1.
And there you go. They're just not allowing many base runners, keeping the ball in the yard. Of course, that's going to lead to a low ERA most of the time, as it has here.
And it is night and day difference. You look at the last couple starts that you pointed out, and then those starts preceding that.
Well, this looks like the Kyle Bradish that we've seen when he's at his best. You know, the fastball's got some life to it, but with the curveball and the slider, the couple that he's thrown here tonight have been really sharp. Another one right there, that curveball. You know, that pitch, 45.5% whiff rate, and the slider has a 30% whiff rate, both obviously above average. Curveball well above average.
Stairs. Well, he came back from Tommy John surgery last season. So that's well enough behind him now. Little tap foul and caught part of the foot of Aranda.
Yeah, you know, you come back from Tommy John, and just because you're back out on the mound doesn't mean you're back.
Yeah.
And so there's some reps. You know, that's what makes, you know, what Shane McClanahan doing this year so impressive. I mean, because he hadn't pitched since, what, 23, and he has just gotten better and better each time he is going out there, stronger and stronger. But yeah, it's a process.
Giving Aranda a little time there to see if he can walk that off.
Drew Rasmussen, he's had 3 surgeries. He had that brace the last time.
Yep.
And had last year where they, you know, he made his 31 starts, 150 innings, kind of protect him a little bit. He's been a little bit more turned loose here this year. How about that? The whip right there, just limiting those base runners.
Yeah,
that's a big reason why.
Yeah, right there. You look at the strikeout to walk ratio. I mean, that's otherworldly.
Just don't beat yourself. You know, I mean, just if you're going to lose, then lose fighting and make that other team do it. Don't have self-inflicted wounds. And that's what all of these guys are doing. Talking right there with Nick Martinez, and we see that all the time. This starting rotation is about as close a group as you can get.
Aranda continues to battle up there and has worked the count full. Number 1, he fell behind. He fouled that ball off his foot. That's been present up there with him throughout this at bat. And he's worked the count full, an extended AB for him. And he fouls it again, so he's making Bradish work out there. This will be at least a 10-pitch at bat coming up.
Trying everything. Literally, he's trying everything.
And he misses with that one. And boy, what an at bat by Aranda to draw the walk. And now Yandy Diaz. And how about his numbers against Baltimore?
Well, our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and look what he has done. You look at the ledger right there, 2 homers, you got 4 doubles, 15 singles, and once again using the whole field. That's what Yandy does. That's why we were breaking him down coming in after the big night last night.
And Yandy's 8 of 19 against Bradish. Far and away the most effective hitter in this lineup against Bradish. Foul out of play, 1-1.
Well, when you look at Bradish and the way he attacks the different handed hitters against righties, he's 2-seamer and slider. I mean, he's up over 82-83% with those 2 pitches. So that's primarily how he's going to attack the righties. And here it comes, that 2-seamer in.
And a strike.
So that's what he tries to do. You see that quite a bit. Try to run the 2-seamer in on the right-handed hitter and then use that slider with that sweeping action away. Split the plate east and west.
To the right side, foul. Alonso giving it a little bit of a look, but it's well out of play. Yandy, as we mentioned, 8 hits off Bradish, 2 of those for extra bases, a double and a triple.
Feels as if we're going for an all-time 6-game homestand record for foul balls.
2-2. Well, how about this? The Rays turning this into an extended inning in terms of pitch count. Only 6th pitch of the inning coming up. And a full count. Back-to-back 3-2. Aranda had the extended at bat and walked, and now Yandy has worked it all the way out. Runner goes, the 3-2, and a liner into center. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Rays are going to get a run out of this. Aranda will score standing up on the double by Yandy. And boy, you talk about working for a hit right there. Yandy with that deep count, the double, his 7th of the year, driving in his 32nd run, and this game is tied.
Well, this is what we were talking about in the open. You want to come hard through the middle of the plate, and he's going to go hard right through the middle of the field, and that ball was absolutely powdered, laced into the gap there all the way to the wall. Aranda, of course, running on contact, is gonna walk home. And the Rays with an answer. 2 outs, didn't look like anything was going to happen this half. And all of a sudden a 2-out walk and that base hit.
113.7 off the bat. Palacios takes the pitch upstairs.
There it is. 2-seam fastball. The lefties try to take it down and away. He shoots you to right. The righties try to take it middle in. And he goes right back through the middle of the field.
2-0 the count. Aranda drew the walk, got his running in. Yandy out at second base. Palacios entered last night's game as a pinch hitter, walked and picked up 2 hits. And a good look right there on that pitch. That's going to take the count to 3-0.
Well, advent health strike zone. You get a 2-0 count. You're looking for something to drive. Richie's like, I can't drive that. Even if that's a strike. Okay, I'm still up 2-1. And it wasn't. And there's ball 4.
So 2 strikeouts, the walk, then the RBI double, and now another walk.
Didn't envision doing this a couple minutes ago.
No.
I mean, two up, 2 down.
Strikeouts,
right.
yeah. And now the Orioles going to have a mound get together. Well, there are the numbers of his outing against the Yankees, 100 pitches. And that's pretty dominant right there.
He's like, did you see how the last walk worked out? If you see that white box, stay in that box.
Now Johnny DeLuca. Johnny getting the start in right field, hitting .278. Couple hits and 3 runs batted in last night. That slider, DeLuca to chase, strike 1. Right back with it again. 0-2.
You know what? When you got the chase that you did on the first pitch of the at-bat, that tells you right there that Johnny didn't see that well. That you may chase that with 2 strikes, but not the first pitch of an AB. So Bradish is like, you know what? If I get the feeling you're not seeing it well, I'm going to go to it, go to it, and go to it. There you go, 3rd in a row.
This one well off the plate, no go there, and it's 1-2. Well, sometimes it just comes down to common sense.
Yeah, right,
Yep.
right. I mean, that he could have gone completely off script right there just based on that first swing and miss. Now you may want to shift some gears.
Staying with it for the first 4.
Yeah.
2-2.
That was probably not the game plan when this at-bat started.
That one a curveball.
Challenge
Close, and they're going to challenge it.
The pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
And that one caught the top of the zone.
Ball is overturned. It's a strike.
So the Rays come up with a run, courtesy of Yandy Diaz driving in a Ronda. And at the end of an inning, we are tied 1-1. MLB's partnering with Crisis Text Line to increase mental health awareness. Free 24/7 confidential support, both in English and Spanish. Text MLB to 741-741. We go to the 2nd inning, and the first pitch, Sam Basayo, the catcher up there, takes it for a strike. Basayo stepping back. Not sure he agreed with the call. Young catcher out of the Dominican Republic. It's fouled right back, out of play. Rays have that infield around the pull. The point where Camanero's playing shortstop and Wall's shaded very close to the middle. Foot out of the way, that one cutting down and in, 1-2. The ground ball right to Caminero from the shortstop position. The Rays' third baseman makes the play. Still a 5-3. In the scorebook, 1 away. When Rays pitchers strike out 10 or more hitters during a home game, you get free Busch Gardens tickets. Visit CaneStrikeout.com for more details. Restrictions apply. They're still at it, Martinez and Rasmussen. Leody Taveras. There's a strike. 259 on the year for Taveras, playing center field tonight. Gets the back foot out of the way. 1-1. Strike.
That's that changeup again, and it can be an effective pitch, but again, think about it. Think about the fastball at 96, 97, the changeup at 93. That's not much of a changeup.
Yep.
You've got to be really precise with that, or hitters aren't going to be generally fooled. Again, it resembles more of a BP fastball, which, by the way, can be an effective pitch too, as opposed to a true changeup. And you wonder, as Jax starts to tinker and continue to use that pitch, if he doesn't find a way to get another couple miles an hour off of it.
Well, you would think so, especially as a starter when you're facing these hitters more than once.
That's it. That's it. By second, third time, they're on. They're on that pitch. But you know what? That's just changing and tinkering with the grip. You know, we talked about it. You know, you get those power fingers out from behind the baseball, however you do that, and then maybe you tuck the ball back a little bit more. There's different ways to do it.
The ground, a chop to second. Palacios takes care of that. Taveras is out number 2.
But I love the idea of the pitch for Griffin Jax. You know, because he's good with the fastball, and he's, you know, with the velocity, and he can move it around. And then you've got the really good sweeping breaking ball to the glove side. Now you need something moving, you know, at a slower speed to the arm side, and that's that changeup. So it really plays well with his arsenal.
Well, there's Jackson Holiday. He had that fractured right hamate, surgery on that. And goes back to action now, playing second base and hitting 7th in their lineup. That's a pitch that comes back to the zone. Strike one.
That two-seamer. I mean, that just, when you talk about boring that right through the zone with some good movement on it. There's the cutter. And these are the ways that you can tunnel and play with these pitches. But he's got plenty of good stuff moving to the glove side. He needed something moving in the other direction, and that's where the changeup comes in.
And boy, if you can do that consistently on the mound, I mean, that's really something. And there you go with a change.
Yeah, and I love the movement. I love the action on that pitch. It's just, it's a hard changeup. How late it is. Takes it right off the end of that bat.
Two ground ball outs, 1 and 2 the count to Holiday, and he got him. Doubled up on him with the change and strikes him out. Second strikeout, and we go to the bottom of inning 2, tied 1-1.
Back here on Rays TV, well, Cedric Mullins, it's a pretty unique one for him tonight, facing the Orioles for the first time in his career after spending parts of 8 seasons and 780+ games in his career for the Birds. Some of the best seasons of his career there in Baltimore. And he said it's weird being on the other side for the first time, but there's also a lot of fond memories. And honestly, Baltimore, he said, really shaped him as a player. Mullins said going through the ups and downs with one organization helped him find himself and learn how to navigate the ebbs and flows of a major league career. The timing's pretty good too for Ced. He's quietly swinging it really well right now in the month of May. Looking a lot more like the Cedric Mullins we've seen at his best with the Birds.
Yeah, he's been red hot, and he has Mayo way in at third. He's upstairs. We have seen him utilize the bunt, and Mayo with that strike one actually stepped back 2 or 3 steps from where he started this inning, and he's still close at third.
I mean, that opens up a hole there on that left side. When you start to look at where, well, I mean, yeah, okay, so you take a peek here and look how, you know, you anything this way sharply that's not right at Mayo, and it's a base hit. I mean, you're way in.
Ground ball, that's going to go through out of the reach of Jackson Holiday. So he pulls it to the right side and gets it into right center for a base hit.
Yeah, you're thinking about something that's middle away that you can slap the other way, but Mullins, who's been swinging the bat well as of late, he's going to be able, right here, again, with the defense, and just split the difference and hit it hard enough. There you go. Right there. I think the blue line was right on there, right?
Nice going.
Yeah. Love the circles and the arrow.
Another Fiducia, boy, a start and stop and a throw over to first. Boy, Mullins trying to get an extra special jump there.
Well, and you know what? Kyle Bradish did not have a real sense of urgency. You know, if he's quick with the move, he's got a chance to get him. But it was almost like a courtesy move to first. You only get 2 disengagements. So if you're going to go over there, go over there.
And he goes again, and so that's 2.
That's 2. If that was the first one, Mullins might be out. Now you don't have any left, and now he can get as big a lead as he wants. Because you're not coming over there a third time.
No count on the hitter yet. That pitch is upstairs. And they are very much aware of Mullins over there at first base.
You go to sleep on Hunter Fiducia.
Now Mullins breaks and the pitch is lifted into left, going back. Ward, he's going to be there to make the catch. And Mullins turns around and heads back to first base. So Mullins active over there at first, was off with the pitch. Fiducia is out number 1.
Well, our blue moon bright spot. How about this? A 7-game hitting streak. Hitting .320 over said streak. 5 extra base hits. 3 for 7 with Risp as I cover up his 8 runs driven in. 4 walks. I mean, that's a pretty good profile there for Taylor over the last week plus.
He takes a fastball up for ball 1 out of the zone.
And he's been doing it from both sides of the plate, being the switch hitter. Getting some hits right-handed, left-handed, some big ones too.
Ground ball right side. Holiday. Henderson 1. First base, a wide throw. So they do not turn the double play, and it was right there for the taking.
Yes, it was. That's Gunnar Henderson trying to rush that throw because he knows Taylor Walls from the left-hand hitter's batter's box. He can get down the line pretty good. So watch him. He gets the bag right here, and then tries to rush the throw. Doesn't get a good grip on it and throws a two-seamer. See how he got kind of on the side of that baseball and it took off on him.
Chandler Simpson again. Takes a strike, upper part of the zone. Chandler came into the night hitting .295. A chop to the right side, and that's gloved by Holiday. The throw to first in time. And the Rays leave a man. At the end of 2, we're tied 1. Unit Home Mortgage drone cam featuring the St. Pete Pier, and that's a nice little stroll out there, and a little relaxation and refreshment at the end of that pier, and then a stroll back, come back downtown.
Little cloud cover. Take some of that the bright Florida sunshine off you, because it'll get you, Dwayne. this time of year, moving through the next few months, it'll get you.
That's right.
Piercing.
Just give it the respect it deserves, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Can't stare.
Don't stare.
Take a look, then you look away.
That's right. Just look away.
Yep.
2 quick strikes here, Kobe Mayo.
There's a couple instances in life where that's good advice.
That's right. 2 quick ones come to mind. This one is down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mayo, then Cowser, and back around to the top side of the lineup. Taylor Ward. What is a tie game? High, not all that deep. Walls goes out. Simpson comes in, and it's going to be Walls out there from shortstop making the catch in left field.
You know who else was a wealth of knowledge and wisdom in the baseball world who gave great advice? Jimmy Dugan.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right? You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Well, he'd been around and seen it all, and he's the guy to go to. It's Colton Cowser. That's a strike. Cowser coming in, hitting 171. And he strokes this one the other way. The left field for a base hit.
And that was that changeup. Let's take a look at our Advent Health slow-mo replay. Orlando Health slow-mo replay. My fault. There's the changeup. He's out in front, but not quite enough. And I think that's what we're all talking about with that, you know, the difference in velocity. And you wonder how these Baltimore Orioles hitters will make that adjustment as the game moves on.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff hitter. Oh, and a move to first. Back in, and you can see Cowser with a little flinch over there at first. That's the lead again. And that's a strike out there on the edge. Lean, and the runner on the move, pitches a ball in the throw. There, did they get? He got in there. Boy, we could see Junior Valentine peeking in, kept looking in just to make sure.
Well, and here's the thing: Richie Palacios didn't really, you know, they're going to leave it alone. Fiducia doesn't like that, but Richie really didn't fight like he definitely had gotten him. There's the tag out away. He's reaching. I mean, right there, you can't tell. Looks like maybe did he brush him? But you would have thought that if he for sure got him, Richie would have been protesting. No, I got it. Asking someone to take a look at it.
Yeah, or the big miss there on that break.
Yeah, see, he just swings and misses, just a little bit too far away.
Now he's off the bag. That's another reason to stay with that. First stolen base of the year for Cowser. Now a 2-2 count on Ward. A step back, 4 steals with Jacks on the mound now, 1 caught stealing and 1 pickoff. One out, 2-2 the count on the hitter. And Ward is out on strikes. Big strikeout there for the second out.
And a couple of shakes to get to that pitch. Jacks was adamant he wanted to go with the sweeper. I'm not sure this is exactly where he wanted it. However, an out's an out, and a strikeout is a strikeout.
Now Gunnar Henderson. Here's the first pitch strike. Well, Jack's coming into this start his 5th. He pitched 5 innings. Well, the first time since 2021 when he pitched against the Blue Jays in his last outing 6 days ago. And makes the start tonight. 2 outs into the 3rd. And 0-2, Henderson missing the breaking stuff.
Hot corner alert coming right up. Gunnar Henderson, high school player of the year in baseball and basketball in the great state of Alabama.
Ball, 2 strikes.
He was going to be a Tiger, Dwayne.
Yes.
He was not going to be a member of the Crimson Tide. It had to be disappointing to a lot of people in that state. Although it would have been disappointing to a lot of people in that state if he was going to go to Alabama.
And he is out on strikes. The changeup twice now. Jacks has struck him out swinging. 2 more strikeouts in the inning for Griffin Jacks. A man left. 1-1 ball game. Rays fans, get ready for Kurtz in the third. If the Rays score a run in the third inning, you score 3 Wisconsin cheese curds. And to lead off for the Rays in the inning, Junior Caminero, who will step in there with 13 home runs. Junior Caminero has matched his jersey number in the home run department. Number 13, he takes the ball. Ronda next, and then Yandy Diaz. And a big cut, 1-1. Caminero homered in the 5th inning of the opening game of this series. Homered Sunday against Miami. Two balls, 1 strike. Chopper foul. Let's go back to last night. Take a look at that home run swing.
I mean, there's a lot going on with that swing, and it is a powerful swing. There's no part of the ballpark that's going to be able to hold Junior when he catches one flush. That ball off the end of the bat and kind of
that right hand.
Yeah. Home run leaders. Joe Bench, the head athletic trainer for the Rays.
There's a shot deep to center field. That's got some carry and is going to be over the head of Tavares. Extra bases. He'll go to second, make the turn, and hold there with the double. Right back down the middle into center field and over the head of Tavares.
Did you think that he had a shot at making this play?
I thought he had a shot.
Yeah, I think he heard footsteps. That ball was smoked, don't get me wrong, but Tavares, this is a ball that he takes a route on and just never feels comfortable and kind of peeking, pulling up, doesn't go to make a play on it, and to the benefit of Junior and the Rays.
Yeah, 107.8 off the bat.
He just did not look comfortable going after that baseball at all.
Well, the Rays with another scoring opportunity. Jonathan Aranda takes ball 1. It's upstairs. 2-0. This is the 8th appearance, 8th start for Bradish against the Rays. Lifetime 2-3 with a .594.
So that's a crowded leaderboard, but Jonathan Aranda on top by 3. Everybody else at 31-32.
And count goes to 3-0. Yandy on deck. And 1. going to be strike 2, so the count comes back and goes full. Now time. Baltimore scored in the first on the leadoff homer by Taylor Ward. Rays came right back. Yandy Diaz doubled home Aranda after Aranda had walked with 2 outs. So it's a tie game. That's a high popper right side, and for a moment Holiday lost it and then found it again.
Yeah, I mean, how often do we see that with visiting teams? And Jackson Holiday, you know, he's on a team that plays here quite a bit, but he hasn't played here a ton in his young career. And right there, Gunnar Henderson, do I need to help you? Do I need to help you? And finally he's able to find it and says, whoo, baby. There it is, our high sky. No more.
And a little brighter than it used to be.
Yeah, it's during day games. I love it in here. It gets so bright.
Yandy sends it up that right side, foul ball, and it's going to be caught behind the mound. Cows are there, and the throw cut off. Moving to third is Caminero. But they get Yandy on the first pitch on that foul ball down beyond the bullpen mound.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because Yandy's been swinging the bat very well. What he did last night and what he did in his first at bat. And this is a nice job. Concentration, because the mounds could potentially come into play. He ends up catching this ball behind the mounds, but it can get dicey down there. You know, Dwayne, this is the only ballpark that still has the mounds on the field. I think I said that the other day too, but I just want to hammer it home.
It's worth repeating.
And that's where it can get, you know, it can get dicey for those outfielders going after balls in foul territory.
Now the bunt shown there. Did he offer? And Bradish trying to get a strike out of that. It's ball 1, says Mark Wegner. Palacios trying to come through with 2 outs to give the Rays the lead. 2-0. She came into the game at 267. Luka there on deck. Palacios getting a little more playing time and swinging the bat well. Chop foul. He's down now in the count, a ball, 2 strikes. Richie 4 multi-hit games in his last 7. 10 for 23 during that stretch. Coming into this game as a walk so far tonight. There's a start down the line and a stop by Caminero. And the ground ball right side, backhanded by Alonso. Throw to first. Bradish finds the bag and steps on it to retire the side. And on to inning 4 we go, tied 1-1.
Well, how about that? The same lines. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a tie ball game at 1. Take a look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. The swings and misses by Griffin Jax here tonight through 3 innings. 10 total. How about 7 coming on that changeup? And look at the location. The location of that pitch has been absolutely special here in the early going for Griffin Jax. So continue to keep that up. Looks like Kyle Bradish has kind of calmed things down on his end, and see who can keep it rolling.
Yeah, the first pitch to Rushman is a strike. Take this one down. All 4 strikeouts for Griffin Jax. After looking at that graphic, as you might surmise, all 4 of his strikeouts swinging 3rd strikes.
He's done a good job with that changeup of making it a strike to ball pitch here tonight so far. Starts it in the zone on the outer 3rd, and then it's just taken off.
And short left, and that's going to hang up long enough for Chandler Simpson to be there. One away.
In fact, when that graphic came up, I was so excited to get my finger going with the telestrator. But I mean, was one of those changeups even in the zone on the swing and miss? It looked like they were all out of the zone. So they're starting in the zone. Well, let's take another look at it. Yeah, you got one that caught a piece of the zone. So I guess technically through the ABS challenge system, that's a strike. Every other one was a chase. So you start him in the zone. Hitter thinks, okay, I've got to make this decision. And as he does, the ball works its way out. And that's what we talk about when we're talking about a strike to ball. That's what a lot of pitchers, that's what they want to do.
And that's a close pitch right there. 2-0 now to Alonso. Got Alonso on a double play ball to end the first. That's a strike. Well, local ties and ties statewide. Plant High School and up to Florida. Born here in Tampa. This one is down. 3-1. Very congenial.
Florida.
Yeah.
You know, the Tampa, Florida.
And boy, can he hit. Wow, look at that.
272 bombs. And how about the runs batted in? #1 overall since 2019, 3rd in the home run department.
Ooh, pretty close, and Alonso's going to wait to make sure. Jax was looking in, not altogether pleased with that.
I would have challenged this.
Yeah, he would have gotten a strike.
I mean, it looked good from get. I think that was the look from Griffin Jax, is like, we missed our opportunity. I thought that was a strike maybe.
So 1-out walk puts Alonso aboard. Basayo, the catcher.
Well, he's been a bright spot.
Yes. Came in hitting .277 with 6 home runs. The runner takes off, and there will be no throw. Paducah in the exchange dropped the ball.
He was surprised. I think everybody was. Alonso does have 1 stolen base. Look at that.
Yeah.
He got a moving lead as if he was at second base, and he was just paid no mind. And it wouldn't have mattered if he would have had a good grip on that. He's not getting them with that kind of head start he had.
Chopper fouled. He's 2 for 2 in the steal department. And look at the career numbers for him. I mean, this is not surprising that he would steal tonight. He's 20 of 24. Picks the right time.
Yes, he does. Obviously trying to hone in on guys that just aren't paying him any attention.
And a reach there, and that's a big strikeout for Jax.
Well, our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. Look at the curveball right out there at the end of the fingers. He does a great job of ripping down over the top of that baseball, creating such tight spin that Basayo, he was up there seeing ghosts.
Leody Taveras got an in. Ball, no strikes. That's going to be a strike out there on the edge. 1-1. Ground ball over the mound. Taylor Walsh right there makes the play. A man left on base. When we come back, we're tied 1-1. Braves baseball brought to you by Advent Health. You are our priority in a medical emergency. Advent Health. Well, the Rays got a run in the first after Baltimore scored in their initial inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. The first pitch is a strike call to Johnny DeLuca. Mullins will follow, and then Fiducia. That puts Bradish up in the count 0-2.
Remember the first at bat. Johnny DeLuca's just not seeing that slider very well at all, and still going after that pitch right there, way out of the zone. Just having trouble picking it up.
2 strikes. Into right field, and Kowser comes in a few steps, and that is out number 1. Well, there's Eric Neander, the architect of what we've been seeing this year, and he will join us tomorrow in the 3rd inning. We look forward to that gathering. Eric Neander and his crew. He will defer a lot of that credit. He always does.
How about his muscle?
Done a great job.
How about the muscle he has up there with him, Jeremy Sowers?
Yeah. Oh, well, of course.
The lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have that.
Protecting that doorway. Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, and it just disappeared.
Does not seek the limelight
at all.
1-0 count here to Cedric Mullins on the ground to second. Jackson Holiday makes that play. 2 down. And hey, Grant Balfour's, you know, he's been a pregame, postgame, and do a little radio, and with Neil over there, he'll be on the road. There you go.
I think Neil's brought the microphone down a touch this year too. No, maybe not.
Fiducia takes ball 1 upstairs. Well, they're like the rest of us, you know. They're spending time as adults the same way they spent time as their misspent youth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yep. All in the same category.
Still just children.
And why not?
Right.
If you can get away with it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of adulting to do.
That's right.
Nice to come to the ballpark, watch a game, call a game, play a game.
Yep. Upstairs, 3-1. Well, Eric Neander's done a great job as president of baseball ops and coordinating all that has gone on here, and happy for them to see the club do as well as it has to start this year. Wave and a miss. The count goes full to Fiducia. Fiducia asking for time here. Taylor Wall's on deck, and of course he'd been swinging a great bat. Now right back. We'll do it again on 3-2. Fiducia's had a nice little run. He's at over 290 in the last 18 games. Force another 3-2 pitch. He's facing Kyle Bradish. 21-20 in his career. 2 of those wins came here at the Trop. He's 2-1 against the Rays here. Pitching well tonight. Ganesha lifts it into left center field. Coming in is Tavares. And he takes care of that. 3 up and 3 down. Well, there's the Dolly Museum. If you have not been there, it's a very pleasant way to spend the afternoon. Papa John's key ingredients. And if you want to know what the story is to success, that's a pretty good breakout right there.
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
That's right.
To win the division, you've got to beat the division. And that's exactly what the Rays are doing this year. Wow, 11-2, 5.6 runs a game. The ERA of the starters and the bullpen.
Well, here's Holiday pulling one into right field. Going to be caught by DeLuca. 1 pitch, 1 out. And when you look at the standings, the Rays 31-15, and they are 17-5 at home.
It's remarkable, and I think everybody's asking the question, what's happening in the American League?
Yep.
You've got the Rays, you've got the Yankees, and then everybody else. Everybody else is a couple of games over or under 500. I mean, it's a very strange. And by the way, you're getting deep enough into the season that you start to get the feel, well, this is kind of who you are.
That's right.
Where do you go from here?
It's not as if you've done this for 2.5 weeks.
Right. And it's been pretty consistent.
This is game number 47. High popper, short center, and out from second, Palacios. Well, when you look at what the Rays have done, best record in the American League and the best winning percentage in the major league.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
The 5th best record is a losing record.
Yes, how about that?
You're under 500 and you're 5th out of 15 teams.
Yep.
5th out of 15 and you got a losing record. I mean, that I'm telling you, that is so strange. And the big wonder is the American League that bad? Where your 5th best team is underwater. He's underwater.
Yep. It's a funny game.
It is.
One of the appeals, just as soon as you think you might have, you might have some idea what it's all about, and then you don't.
That's why we keep coming back.
That's right. That's right. Cowser fouls it, and it's a 1-2 count. Cowser. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was just a telling graphic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I knew it wasn't great. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
There are 15 teams in the AL, and your 5th best.
Well, that's what happens when, number one, when you went from one league to divisions within a league, and now you're interleague.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of things that can happen that never happened before.
Yeah. And just to think that the Rays, 47 games in, whatever, are 16 games over 500.
Yep.
I mean, again, Rays, Yankees, everybody else.
That's a strike. Strike 3 call on the inside part of the plate. When we return, Junior Caminero due to hit 3rd in the inning.
Well, home half of the 5th inning here in St. Petersburg, and it's 1-1 Tampa Bay and Baltimore. How about Griffin Jax? He gives up a home run to the first guy that he faces tonight, and that would be it. He had 5 innings, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Really, really good as he continues to build up that pitch count. Kyle Bradish on the other side had some early troubles, gave up a run in the first, but he's been pretty good since then. It's settled into a nice little pitcher's duel.
Yeah, 76 pitches through 4 for Bradish, and 36 of those came in that first inning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the first inning where he went strikeout.
Yes.
And then
walk.
Then
and the double.
There you go.
The walk. And then a strikeout. And he got through it. But since then, he's been economical with his pitches. And Jax, 62 pitches through 5, including that 8-pitch inning in the 5th. Here's the breakout on Bradish. Strike, 2-2 now to Walls. Rays get some action up in the bullpen. Walls takes a moment, steps out. There's Kevin Kelly busy up the right field side.
And he's probably only staying busy because he is coming in.
Wave and miss. Well, that is out number one. Well, the Rays post-game concert series back this year at Tropicana Field. You can catch Cole Swindell coming up Saturday, May 30th. The Rays take on the Angels. Visit RaysBaseball.com/concerts. Get on the field with a wristband to get even closer to all the fun and excitement. Simpson with a one-hopper out to short. A couple of quick outs here in the fifth inning. A strikeout and a ground out. Walls and Simpson retired, and Junior Caminero will be coming to the plate. It's too low. Caminero doubled in the third. So that's what, 83 pitches now for Bradish. He made 100 pitches his last time out when he worked 6 innings against the Yankees and gave them no runs on 1 hit. The Rays have 1 run on 3 hits tonight. Feet out of the way of that one, down and in. Balls, no strikes. Griffin Jacks, 1 run that came to the first man he faced, Taylor Ward, on the second pitch of the game. That pitch is a strike, so we go to 3-1. Two outs with the bases empty here. Time called. Jonathan Aranda on deck. And that will be ball 4.
Tag got a challenge. That looked like a pretty good curveball right there.
And we are going to get a challenge.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
It's on the plate. Is it going to be in the zone or just below? That's the call. There you go.
And he's going to
confirm.
Draw the walk.
Baltimore has 1 challenging man.
I mean, are we really that's the level now? You couldn't slide a piece of paper between that baseball and the strike zone.
Bradish going, all right. So the Rays get a base runner for Jonathan Aranda now. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you what.
It's interesting get up for the ballpark.
Yeah.
Thought I saw him out on the concourse earlier.
Looks like he needs some sun.
Yeah, well, yeah. We are in the Sunshine State.
That's right. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Do you think he's doing mime stuff in the stands?
I wouldn't put it past him. I would hope not, but I'm sure.
I saw him doing some mime stuff on the concourse.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll break out in the stands too.
Something like that. Like he was a catcher, you know. Give him the old #1.
Yeah, well, there you go. 2-2. Two outs. Caminero at first on the walk. Tap foul. Bottom of inning 5, and they're starting to get some action going in the left field bullpen for Baltimore. That will take the count all the way to 3-2. 95 missed down. That's going to be strike 3, and Aranda thinking that he held up, and I think Wagner called out a strike anyway. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and through 5 we're tied 1-1. Rays Baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. Well, there's a peek at downtown St. Petersburg. There's some hidden treasures all around the Tampa Bay area, and some not so hidden.
Yeah, right? Like that Dolly, the Dolly Museum.
Yeah, that's
what a structure that was.
Outstanding.
Is.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Kelly is the new pitcher, and the first pitch he delivers is a strike to Taylor Ward.
Are those good numbers? 14 2/3, no earned runs in his last 13 games.
How about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's done a job, and he has been really aggressive attacking that strike zone, pitching with conviction. That 2-seam fastball almost 60% of the time. The changeup, of course, like everybody on this Rays staff, it's become a big pitch for him.
1-2. Griffin Jack's 5 innings, a little over 60 pitches.
Well, I'll tell you, how about bouncing back? You know, the second pitch of your outing gets hit out of the yard, and then you just, that's it. That's all you get.
Short. Taylor Walls takes care of that. Here's the line on Griffin Jacks. Nice job here.
Yeah, he did an absolutely fantastic job. The changeup was good, especially the location of that pitch. And he gets through his 5 innings, 3 hits, an earned run, just 1 walk. You love to see that. 6 strikeouts. But again, bouncing back, the second pitch you throw gets hit for a home run. You're thinking to yourself, really? That's not the right. It's not the way to start a game off. But then that would be it. He'd settle right in. So you got to love that.
Yeah. After that, gave up just 2 hits the rest of the way, and 1 walk in that stretch. So he leaves with the game tied. Hot shot, base hit through the right side off the bat of Henderson. It's their first hit since Counters singled back in the 3rd.
And Gunnar Henderson against the Rays has been a nuisance.
He has been indeed.
I mean, that pitch catches probably a little more plate than Kelly wanted, even though it was down, and Henderson just drops the barrel right on it.
Adley Rutschman serving as the designated hitter. Popped up and will carry into the stands on the third base side. And Seymour up in the Rays bullpen. Keep an eye on Henderson at first, who, if you don't pay attention to him, he will steal a base. He's 6 of 8. Shearwater, the first base umpire, showing an accurate arm there with that ball loose from the bullpen. Change-up taken away. 1-1. Rushman with that hit tonight, hitting over 320 in his career off Rays pitching. And oh, a nice pick right there by Palacios, out in second, out in first, and the Rays turned that into a double play. Nicely done. Palacios with the start of that double play. Walls in the middle, and Aranda on the receiving end. 4-6-3. Pretty indeed. We're tied at 1.
We are locked up at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here at Tropicana Field, and it's time now to say hello from the Rooms to Go Lounge, chopping it up with my mate Grant Balfour. We're seeing another terrific Rays pitching performance tonight.
We are. Griffin Jackson, he's going out there trying to stretch him out right. He goes 5 innings last time, again replicates 5 innings tonight, goes even 1 better. Only 62 pitches he needed tonight, and 11 swing and miss on his stuff tonight. He was really electric, striking out guys left and right. Changeup was really good, and then the breaking balls for me tonight, he was on par with that.
Now it's time for the Rays to put up some runs, D-Wayne.
Have the right man at the plate, Yandy Diaz, to begin the bottom of the 6th. Yandy takes that pitch too low. A ball, no strikes. Yandy doubled in a run in the first, getting 312 on the year, and there's a shot high and deep to center field. Well tagged, and that baby's gone. Home run, Yandy Diaz. Yandy's 8th home run of the year, and the Rays now lead 2-1. How about that for a drive? Yandy with 2 extra base hits tonight. Swing and miss by Palacios, and he is now 10 of 22 against Bradish, and he comes through tonight.
Don't hang it, is all I'm saying. That's the thing with Yandy. You know, he's so ready to hit the fastball, and you hang a breaking ball, and that slider just didn't get to its spot, and he did not miss. You see the little flex into the home dugout. Absolutely right. That ball was crushed.
A strike, 1 and 2. They're calling that 439 feet.
That's tied for second longest here at the Trop this year.
Yeah, he has 2 at 440.
I mean, that is what Yandy Diaz would look as a power hitter. If he wanted to hit home runs, you just wonder how many he could hit. He's going to hit his fair share, but he wants to have that average and on base too. That ball smashed. He knew it.
Chopper, foul.
So Junior has the longest this year at 450.
Yeah.
At 439, Yandy's tied with who? Just happened.
Look at that.
There we go. Heriberto Hernandez. That's right. That was the pinch hit homer. That game got a little weird.
Strike 3 called. Palacios is the first out of the inning. So 1 out into the 6th. The Rays have taken a 2-1 lead. And Craig Alvarez out there to make the pitching change. The Rays up by a run.
T-Mobile.
Rays baseball is brought to you by Orlando Health. We make it personal. Yandy Diaz in the series, 6 of 8. Home run, 3 doubles, 5 runs batted in, 5 runs scored. Kyle Bradish departs this game.
I mean, I understand 102 pitches for Kyle Bradish, but Johnny DeLuca, who's hitting right now, was not seeing the ball real well off of Bradish. You know, he threw Johnny 10 pitches, 7 of them were the slider, and he just did not have a good read on that particular pitch. So kind of surprised he came out now.
Well, he's replaced by Anthony Nunez. The count's 1-1 here to DeLuca.
Unless Craig Alvarez was like, look, Johnny's going to make the adjustment. He's going to hammer that slider, and I need to get him out before he does.
Well, and the other side of that is, you know, 100 pitches is the magic number, sometimes under that, and he was at 102. So
are you trying to bait me? I mean, I know I'm a horrible fish, and I will take the bait all the time, but I see your body language is saying you're trying to bait me. The magic number.
Just something pertinent to add to the conversation.
You're right. You're right. You can't argue with that.
3-1, and did he go? Yes, he did. On the appeal, the count is full. Well, just the way things are done now.
It is true, and it's an arbitrary number, and it is. It's 100. You see a guy get to 100 pitches, you know, when you're doing your homework on a guy like last start. Oh, he threw 103 pitches.
Yeah.
I mean, that it grabs your attention because it's so infrequent.
Yeah. Part of the shift.
It is. And you either get on that gravy train, Dwayne, or you just get to stepping.
Oh, a foul ball coming straight back.
Whoa,
and then
Stan.
High home camera booth over there. Let's see. Hey, Stan, I'll tell you, is its fielding percentage going up or down? The swing and a miss right there. DeLuca's out on strikes. So 2 gone here in the 6th. Stan's got great range, and he stays right with it. So there you go. And now that he works for the wear. There you are. Back by Cedric Mullins. Those things do come back here in a hurry, though.
Oh, yes, they do.
They got a little something on them.
Yep. Straight back with that top spin.
Close. 1-1. Ball 2 strikes. Wide, 2-2. I'm being reminded that Saturday, it was DeLuca who fouled that ball back. He's taking aim at someone in this level.
I can guess who it is.
Two, a little tapper foul.
Ouch.
Caught Sio.
I'll tell you, these catchers, and we talk about it all the time, Adley Rutschman right there. You think about the velocity in the game now, the spin, you know, the things that they have to just handle on their own, and then you get balls in the dirt, you get the foul tip, you get, I mean, they just get eaten up back there. Kevin Cash would know all about that. So would Craig Albernice. All the catchers.
Yeah, let's go to managing, because it's hard to manage what I'm feeling right now.
Oh. And no rest. Baseball, you play every day. Get an occasional off day here or there.
2-2, lined into right field. Kowser in line to make the catch. Rays grab the lead on the 8th home run of the year by Yandy Diaz. He has both runs batted in. The 7th inning is brought to you by Hyundai, and on to the 7th we go. Rays hold this 2-1 lead. 2 runs courtesy of Yandy Diaz, and on the pitch, left-hander Ian Seymour, 3rd Rays pitcher of the night.
Loving it here at the Trop, huh?
Yes, he is.
12 innings, a 1.5 ERA, a .75 WHIP, 12-2 strikeout to walk ratio.
And the lefty faces Pete Alonso. First pitch is a strike.
Average fastball at 91. The 2-seam, 4-seam uses them almost the same amount. And then the changeup, the very good changeup. Do we say that about every Rays pitcher now?
I think we do.
Yeah.
It seems that we hear that again and again.
I know. It's been such a pitch for this staff. They have almost doubled their usage of that pitch from a season ago, and to great effect.
A high fly ball, short center. Palacios out from second, calling it, and right there in front of Mullins, he makes the grab. And that is the first out in the 7th. Celebrate Healthcare Appreciation Night presented by Orlando Health at Tropicana Field, coming up Saturday, May 30th. The Rays meet the Angels. Show your support with a special ticket package, including an exclusive Healthcare Appreciation quarter zip. Honor those who care for our communities. Visit RaysBaseball.com/healthcare. The ground ball, Basayo, and that's picked up with underhanded. Palacios to Aranda.
I mean, that ball got so far in on Basayo, and Seymour, 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning. And again, we pointed out coming in how he has thrown the ball so well here at the Trop. Kyle Snyder together with Kevin Cash going to try to piece this together here down the stretch. 2 of the best, if not the best in the business right there.
Yep.
Best manager, best pitching coach. A lot of people will tell you in the game.
And what a combo. You know, the interaction between the two, it's almost symbiotic.
I was going to say they probably don't even, they probably just give each other looks. You know, you know, he's got that look.
Yeah. Kevin answers the phone before it rings.
Ouch.
Foul ball, and that caught Paduccia. And sometimes he catches the ball, and sometimes the ball catches him. Got him that time.
Yeah, I mean, you see the quick little flinch.
Ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Logomina up in the bullpen for the Rays. And a wave and miss. Change up got him. Boyd loves that pitch. 3 up, 3 down, 7th inning stretch time. 2-1 Rays. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. We're headed into the home half of the 7th inning. The Rays holding a 2-1 lead. Keegan Aiken is the new pitcher.
And I'm going to tell you something right now, Dwayne. That's not an easy line to have. Think about it.
No.
3 hits and 2 walks, but you gave up 6 earned runs. So you had to hit a guy, right?
Yep. One would think.
Yeah, that's a tough line.
Nick Fortes will pinch hit against the lefty.
Now keeps it simple. 4-seam fastball 53% of the time. 93 is the velocity average.
Strike. 1-1 to Fortes. More action. Junior Cano up in the bullpen. Three and one. Nunez worked 2/3 of an inning, picked up a strikeout. Now it's taken and a strike. 3-2. Two 4-0 for the Rays, 1-4-0 for the Orioles. Oh, and a foul ball, and there it goes again.
I'm telling you.
I mean, Fortes, if he's not getting it when he's catching back there, he's fouling balls off his feet, his shins.
He's been in the game for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Not even. And of course,
got a feel for him.
And it misses the padding again.
Yes.
I mean, really.
Two and a chop foul. Well, fans, claim your share of the Rays 50-50 charity raffle jackpot. Proceeds supporting youth programming in Tampa Bay. You win big and support the community. Donate and win from home at rays5050.com. And a cut and miss. And so Fortes out on strikes. Well, that was a painful at bat for the Rays catcher. That will be Taylor Walls. Taylor looking for his first hit tonight. Takes the ball. Nothing. Baltimore got a run in the first on the Ward leadoff home run. Rays got a run in the first on the RBI double by Yandy Diaz. And it was a 1-1 ball game until Yandy led off the home half of the 6th with a home run. So it's 2-1. One out here, and Walls fouls it back. 2-2. Hey, they're back. Here they are again.
Oh, no.
It's a popper toward the right field line. Counter on the move and just does get there to make the catch to retire Taylor Walls.
Well, our All-State Good Hands replay. This is a razor-thin margin right here for the Rays and the Orioles, and that's a good job by Cowser to track that ball down. Off the bat, you thought maybe it had a chance to get to the turf. If it did, Wall's probably going to be standing on second base, and Cowser doesn't allow that to happen.
The 2 up, 2 down. Chandler Simpson. The ball inside. Simpson strikeout and a couple ground ball outs tonight. And that moves him back a bit. 2-0. Little by little, they're growing. That's a strike. 2-1.
They're making a ruckus out there.
Yes, they are.
I mean,
putting out the call. Out at the old ballpark.
Yeah. It's becoming a thing.
And a looper that's going to drop. Base hit, left center field. And the Rays have a base runner. So a base hit for Chandler Simpson.
Our Orlando Health slow-mo replay, that ball coming up and in, and Chandler just gets it airborne. This ball gets in on the handle a little bit, so there's not much on it. It's going to drop in, and like you said, Dwayne, you've got a base runner out there for the Rays here with 2 outs, and it's a dangerous one at that.
And Junior Caminero will be coming. Pitching change coming as well. Head to Trump. Well, it's a 2-1 ball game, and Raymond coming on to check things out. Getting a little excitement here in the stand.
I get the feeling that Raymond is going to go out there and start swinging the jersey that he's carrying. We want to see the blue fur. Take it off.
He's going to, well, we'll see what he's going to do. Move to first. Vladimir Cano out there on the mound now. He is the 4th pitcher. Over to first. Back in goes Simpson. Right hand back on the bag. 1-run game. Rays up by a run. And starting to stop. First base. Simpson back in over there. The pitch a ball.
Now, a lot of attention being paid to Chandler Simpson, and you kind of expect that. Yeah, he's obviously looking to maybe move here with 2 outs. We've talked about it before. You know, Chandler at times has shown a reluctance to run when Junior's at the plate.
There he goes. Yeah. Pitch is high, and the throw is in time. Rosario put it on the bag. And Simpson is caught trying to steal.
It was basically a pitch out. It was an elevated fastball, and he put the throw right into Chandler's ribs.
And here's another look. Holiday putting the tag on it. Braves hold on to this 2-1 lead, moving on to the 8th inning. And back out to the mound, the Rays lefty is Seymour. New battery mate. Cortez will stay on. and do the catching. There's Jeremiah Jackson to hit in the place of Holiday. And the pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. Jackson in last night's game had a couple hits, including a double and a run scored. 2 strikes now. Rio set to hit next. This one right back over the mound. Palacios with the pickup and the throw to first in time. And boy, Seymour hit the deck in a hurry out there. So 1 gone here in the 8th, and Kevin Cash is out of the dugout and headed to the mound. Let's check in with Ryan Batts for a moment. Ryan?
Well, Dwayne, the tarps off tradition has made its way here to Tropicana Field, and the roll call has begun. How much fun is this out here in the outfield? By the way, this began in Colorado earlier this season, made its way to St. Louis, and now here we are at the Trop with the tarps off tradition. The roll call tradition, which usually happens out in New York, you see the players getting involved. I had a chance to talk to Richie Palacios and Taylor Walls, who had a great time reacting to these fans yesterday. Taylor told me he was so fired up with this roll call yesterday, he wanted to rip his jersey off and join the tarps off tradition out here. The boys are getting fired up. The fans are here too. Dwayne B.A., though, I've been instructed, I haven't gone to the gym enough to take my shirt off, boys. So the polo's going to be staying on, unfortunately, this time. But we're going to hang with the crowd a little bit, have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to keep you out there as our representative and report back to us once in a while. There you go. That's the mothership. There was a little satellite that developed down the first baseline as well last inning. So this thing could break out all over the place. But right now, down that left field line. And our man on the scene is Ryan Batts, covering it all. A natural born leader right there.
There you go.
Yeah, in his element.
There you go.
Well, there they are. The Braves now have a new pitcher out there. Casey Lagomina, a couple of innings, scoreless innings against the Marlins on Friday. Toby Mayo will be the hitter with 1 out in the 8th inning, and the base is empty. That first pitch a little close. No strikes.
They're clearly on to Taylor Walls.
Yes, they are. This one is down. To it already gave him a little acknowledgement there, and they love it.
That's how fun.
Fun at the old ballpark. Romina misses inside. 3-0, and Richie with a little acknowledgement. And a strike. 3-1. Well, Jacks for 5, Kelly for 1. 2 more, an inning and a third. And that is ball 4. So a man will go to first with 1 out. For more, let's go out there to Ryan.
Well, Dwayne, you heard the roll call that was going on. Richie Palacios saluting the crowd. He actually retweeted the video of all these fans going crazy yesterday and said, y'all better show up today. He was inviting them out to show up today. Well, Dwayne, I'd say the crowd responded. They came out in full force, and it's even bigger than it was last night for the Tarps offense.
Well, the Rays going to have a little gathering on the mound here with a runner at first. Can't lose sight of the fact that it's a one-run game here. The Rays taking the lead with Yandy's home run. You can head to Tropicana Field Saturday coming up the 30th of May. The Rays take on the Angels, and the first 10,000 fans take home the Junior Caminero City Connect bobblehead presented by Orlando Health. So don't miss it. Get tickets now at raysbaseball.com/tickets. And we're going to get a pinch runner. It's Blaze Alexander. Going to run for Mayo. Alexander in the game last night had a stolen base. He's 5 of 6 in that department. Colton Cowser is the hitter. 1 on, 1 out. Cowser tonight a single and a strikeout. Gomina's first pitch is wide. Gomina had 2 scoreless innings in the game Friday. That's a cut and miss. The 4-seam fastball. Rays got Legomina in a trade from Seattle. That's a strike on the inside edge. 1-2. Cowser wants time.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Tap foul the other way. He gets a strikeout on the fastball.
It's a pretty impressive fastball there by Legomina. 94 miles an hour, riding up and away from that sidearm arm angle. Our Orlando Health slow-mo replay, and take a look at that pitch just kind of climbing and running away. And you get the big swing and a miss. That's a big out right there. Keep your eye over there on Blaze.
And Taylor Ward at the plate takes a strike. Clevenger up in the bullpen, moved to first, and the runner back in.
Well, you know he wants to go.
Yep.
It's a matter of feeling comfortable. Short. Plenty of time.
There's a strike. 0-2. Double and a walk last night. Home run tonight. Runner takes off, pitches a ball, throw down, got a chance. He is out at second base. So they cut down Ward, or cut down Alexander trying to steal. Ward took that pitch, and the Orioles want to take a look at that.
He's trying to avoid the tag. The ball's there in time. There's the grab by Palacios.
Baltimore is challenging the out call at second base.
And Baltimore saying that the tag didn't get to his chest until Blaze's right hand got to the bag. Let's take a look if anything is clear. See right there, you can't even see the glove. You don't know if it's in touch with him or not. You see Richie reaching. burden of proof rests with the Orioles. This might be their best chance, but can you say for sure that he didn't get him?
Yeah, you see the hand touch the bag, but in that case you couldn't see where the tag was and when.
Is it definitive? That's the thing.
Yep.
You may be right, but you've got to have a definitive view.
Yep. He's down there saying, sure, I got him. Taking a look at all the different angles. So the play under review is the caught stealing, so the burden will rest with trying to overturn it.
You have a ruling.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Baltimore retains the challenge.
Well, Dwayne, they obviously built a mosaic from a number of different angles.
Yep.
And saying obviously that Blaze Alexander was able to avoid. Richie's reaching, he's rolling. And yeah, I mean, I didn't know if it was going to be definitive enough because of your perspective and depth, but Baltimore's still alive here.
So they have Alexander at second base. 2 outs with Taylor Ward. Ward accounting for the only run for Baltimore tonight with that first inning home run. And the pitch to him is outside and low. 2-2. The right-hander's delivery. It's a full count. Henderson, the on-deck hitter. And Ward sends a fly ball into center. Mullins is right there and makes the catch. And the Rays get out of that spot. We're having fun at Tropicana Field. Ryan Bass leading the charge. 2-1 Rays. Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still a 2-1 game. What an experience this has turned out to be. Oh, look out. That first pitch to Junior Caminero, a little close there from Cano. Another look at that pitch. Out of the way of that.
Come right back in there.
And there's a strike. 1. Caminero was at the plate in the 7th when Simpson was caught trying to steal second. One. Brian Baker up in the bullpen for the Rays. And a little tap foul right there. 2-2. Taking a little stroll around. Get some proper feeling back in that left arm. Take a look at Junior. If he's all right. Baker's up in the Rays bullpen. And the Rays looking Caminero over there. Apply some pressure with that left hand. Junior says he's going to stay in with a 2-2 count here. So back in. We're set to resume. And he takes a big cut and is out on strikes.
Is that, yep, you got me. You got me this time. We'll see. It's a long season. Kind of left this out over the plate, too. Got underneath it. Actually, it backed up and ends up on the inside corner.
And Jonathan Aranda 0 for 2 with a first inning walk and a run scored. He's upstairs. What a difference tonight turned out from last night. Rays were 16-6 winners. They're leading 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th tonight. Fly ball left center field. Tavares on the move. He's going to have room as he hits the track and runs it down. 2 outs here in the 8th. The base is empty. Yandy Diaz driving in both runs for the Rays tonight. A double driving in a run in the first and a home run in the 6th inning. Pitch at the strike. Two. Go back to take a look at that home run opening the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, just a rolling breaking ball. That was a really good pitch tonight for Kyle Bradish, but that one caught too much plate. Yandy Diaz has been swinging the bat well. Went 4 for 5 in last night's game. Had a couple of doubles. Drove in 4. You can see right there making that climb. Trying to catch his teammate Jonathan Aranda.
Ball 1-2. Pounds it. Baker ready in the Rays bullpen. Team scored a run in the first. The Rays got one in the 6th. Yandy connected. Oh, look out. That got him on the hand, up and in. So Yandy, you can see him shaking that hand. Hit by a pitch. The Rays will look that over. As valuable as he has been, center of this offense.
He wants none of it. He's like, I'm fine. More angry than anything else. I mean, just got the outside hot coming in.
Cano hits Yandy. Richie Palacios will be coming up, and that's going to be it for Cano. Pitching change coming up.
With hotels. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, Yandy hit by that pitch, and he has left the game. Cano out of the game. Rico Garcia, but he's been very tough out of this Baltimore bullpen. Palacios takes that first pitch for a strike.
His numbers are absurd. He's given up 2 hits in 20 innings.
Yep.
2 hits.
This one is down. Yeah, the opposition 2 for 61 against Garcia. That's a .033 average against him.
And righties are 0 for 29.
Runner takes off, and the pitch is shot back into right. That ball is going to be off the glove of Cowser. And the Rays are going to pick up another run, or will they? Throw to the plate. He could not come up with it. Now the throw to third. And Palacios is safely in there. The Rays pick up another run.
And I'm going to tell you, they're lucky, because I think Carson Williams got caught wondering how many outs there were. He stopped at second base. He stopped at second base. And that ball gets over the head. Then he picks it up again, and he's able to get home.
Here's that play. The ball loose there, but recovered by the catcher. Palacios will get credit for a double, and he goes to third on the throw. Is the scoring on that. The big score is the run. It makes it 3-1.
Here's what we're talking about right here. The ball gets hit, and I think he thinks there's not 2 outs. He's waiting. Then he takes off when he sees the ball get away from him. With 2 outs, you know, obviously you're running. So he got caught up there and didn't know how there were 2 outs.
DeLuca with a 1-1 count. Center, that's going to drop for a base hit. DeLuca drops an RBI single in there. Palacios scores. And the Rays with 2 runs here in the 8th, picking up these hits off Rico Garcia, who had given up 2 hits all year. 2 for 61 against him.
Ask for the ball. That's the first right-handed hitter that's gotten a hit off. Ask for the ball.
I'm telling you. Absolutely. Now Mullins takes a pitch down.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. He's given up as many hits in the last minute and a half than all year.
2 hits in 6 pitches after the opposition going 2 for 61 against him.
Yeah, baseball.
How he'd explain that. 1-1 the count. He's with a 4-1 lead now.
You explain left field to me, and I'll explain that the baseball stuff to you.
I might have a better chance of explaining left field.
I just, you know what? I get a kick out of the fact I didn't know it was called tarps off.
Yeah.
Tarps off.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Tarps off.
There you go. 2-1. Well, there's Baker and Biggie now, both up in the bullpen. 2-2 the count to Mullins. I mean, this has been a crazy bottom of the 8th.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has, D-Wayne.
3-2.
Well, and it all starts with Cano trying to power that fastball in on Yandy, not let him get his arms extended.
Yep.
And clipped his fingers.
Pitch foul back. Of course, the runner breaking. DeLuca will return to first. Yeah, all of this with 2 outs. When Yandy was hit by a pitch, Williams took over for him as the runner. Palacios with a double, went to third on the throw, and then he was singled home by DeLuca. Runner breaks, and the pitch, a cut and miss, and the Rays are out in the 8th inning. But boy, what an 8th inning it was. Palacios picking up a big hit, DeLuca picking up another big hit.
Look at this.
Well, the Rays have a 4-1 lead. This game, what a game it has turned out to be. They grabbed the lead on the home run in the 6th by Yandy. A couple more runs in the 8th inning. Big hit by Palacios, one by DeLuca. Brian Baker in the game, and his first pitch, Henderson hits it back into center field, and just in front of the track, Cedric Mullins is there to take care of that. So Henderson with big time power, jumping on that first pitch and sent it to center. One gone. Adley Rutschman. The mix for Brian Baker.
Love the differential, that fastball and the changeup. 12 miles an hour on average. At times it'll be even a little bit more than that. Attacks the strike zone.
There's a strike, first pitch to Rutschman.
You know, and I'll tell you, when he does, when he's coming downhill at you with his stuff and having to, you know, account for that upper 90s fastball, but then be able to try to do something with the mid 80s changeup, sometimes low 80s. We've seen him get it down to 82.
One and one count. Taken wide. 2 balls and a strike. Foul back. 2-2. Started the day 3 games up on New York, holding a 4-1 lead in the 9th inning here over Baltimore. Richmond stays alive, fouling that one.
Barely. He was all way out in front. That was actually a good job on a tough pitch to be able to spoil it and see another one by Rutschman.
Fly ball, short left. Chandler's there, and Simpson makes the catch. 2 gone.
Just see how out of rhythm that swing was. And that's because of that velocity differential between fastball and changeup. He was just all out of sorts. Timing was thrown off, and a soft little fly ball to left. 1 out away.
Well, here is Pete Alonso. For 2, he walked in the 4th. Strike 1 on the foul ball. And a bouncer foul.
The rare slider. The rarely seen slider.
Yep.
Just enough to get you off the fastball changeup combo, put something in the back of your mind that you have something different.
Now the pitch, and a cut and base. He strikes him out, and the Rays are winners. It's a 4-1 final. What a night this turned out to be. Rays taking game 1, 16-6 last night. They win this one 4-1. Baker's going to pick up his 13th save, and here's that final pitch.
Is there anything more dangerous than the changeup in? That hitter thinks it's a fastball, and he thinks he's got to really speed things up, and he's way too quick. Brian Baker, who's had some pretty good end-of-game celebrations. A little muted right there, but a nice job by him. Very efficient. Well, now that this ball game is over, right here, let's go back to our Advent Health plays of the game. Yandy Diaz in a full count against Kyle Bradish after a 2-out walk to Jonathan Aranda. By the way, he had a great at-bat. That allowed the Rays to tie the ball game up at 1, but he would not be done. Right here in the 6th inning, he is able to get a hanger out over the plate. He takes that straightaway center field, and all of a sudden it's a 2-1 Rays lead. They would add on from there, and how about this? The Rays have already won another series. Go for the sweep tomorrow.
Well, the Rays are 32-15. Kelly the winner, Bradish the loser. And how can you have this much fun in 2 hours and 39 minutes? Rays Live, the postgame coming your way next. Rich Hollenberg and Grant Balfour coming your way. For Ryan Anderson and Ryan. This is Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. We will see you tomorrow afternoon.